The Boys is back on because the boys are back in town. Remember that song, the Eddie Murphy movie? The boys are back in town. Yeah, and they're back big time. Carl Urban and Anthony Starr come back and they reprise their roles as Billy Butcher and the Homelander. And it's good. Prime made the incredible decision to drop 3 episodes first. They want to catch everybody and pull you in, get you hooked, and I'm hooked, man. And there's a lot of stuff going on. And pretty much what's happening is the government, in one way or another, has their foot on the throat of Billy Butcher and Homelander, telling them to chill out. Chill out, man. Don't go out there tripping, man. And both of them, they're like, okay, all right, we won't trip. But they both want to. It's been a year. Billy Butcher hasn't killed any soups. He hasn't done anything that he shouldn't be doing. He's not drinking. His mind is right and everything. Homelander is biting a hole in his lip, trying not to do anything wild. But they both are wanting to get out there and being nuts. They're both caged animals, waiting to break through the cage and get a hold of their trainers. Both of them are. There's a point in here where Homelander actually goes to Billy the Butcher's house. Flies up there and is like, all Superman style, right in front of the window. So Butcher opens the window and he says, can I come in? They come in and he talks and he's like, look, don't you want to just be like we were before? Just be like at each other's throat, fighting? And he's like, yeah, that's really what I want. And he said, good, let's do it. Skip them. We'll do what we want to do. And they made the best man win. So now they decided that they're going to once again try to kill one another. But there's a twist. Homelander doesn't know. Billy Butcher has 2 plans to try to kill Homelander. One of which, maybe I shouldn't tell you, but I'm going to tell you. From this point on, a little bit of spoilers. There's going to be a little bit of spoilers. If you've seen episodes 1, 2, and 3, it's not a spoiler. If you haven't, it's going to be a little bit of a spoiler. If you've seen the previews, you kind of know anyway. You already know what's going to happen. You know what I'm going to say if you've seen the previews, if you've seen the trailers. So I'm really just saying what happened in the trailer, but it's spoken into life when you see it on TV. So Billy the Butcher has some vase that will give him the powers of a soup. Essentially the powers of Homelander, from what I can see. He was bulletproof, super strong, fast, and he had laser eyes. So pretty much he was Homelander. Then, which makes me wonder, because in the comic books, one of the 7, I won't say which one of the 7 is a clone of Homelander and has Homelander's powers. And he's in reserve, or she is in reserve waiting for the command so that this person can kill Homelander. Because they've got the exact same power, just slightly stronger and faster and what have you than Homelander. Now Billy the Butcher's got the powers essentially of Homelander. Is he going to take that role, I wonder? Also, the second thing, they're on the trail of Soldier Boy, and Soldier Boy in the comics was kind of like Captain America, but not nearly as dedicated, as honorable, or as powerful as Captain America. He was just kind of like a way above average soldier. He wasn't like, incredible like Captain America, but he was essentially Captain America. This Soldier Boy, they say, is impossible to kill. They say this Soldier Boy, they thought, a nuke wouldn't kill him. This Soldier Boy, they said, would be ranked second only to Homelander. He's nearly as powerful as Homelander. So I'm thinking, well, they changed that a lot, because that's not right. But at the same time, they're considering using him to, or whatever, they're on a trail for him, and there's circumstances that come up that make them think that finding him will give them a weapon to kill Homelander. Maybe. Maybe not. So I'm thinking maybe Soldier Boy kills Homelander. They've got an actor to play Soldier Boy that I gotta tell you I like. I like the actor. So if he were to kill Soldier Boy, kill Homelander, and then in the future shows he's the big bad, I think I'd be okay with that. I think I'd be okay with that. But they show a young Stan Edgar, which was interesting. They do a lot of backstory in this, and they give you a lot of well, this is how we got to this point, kind of a deal. It's really good. I like what they're doing with the show. I like the direction they're going. I like the story that they're telling. Homelander is clearly losing his mind. As powerful as he is, things aren't going his way. So he's decided to try to force things to go his way. If you've ever tried to twist a screw on to anything, once it gets as tight as it can get, if you decide to impose your will and force it a little bit more, you strip it or you break it. Something happens. You impose your will on it, if you can, and there'll be a problem. Same thing here. He's doing that, and I'm thinking, it's going to be a problem, and I think it's going to be a big problem, which is what the story is all about. Big problems. There is a guy on here who is like the Atom, right? Ant-Man. He can shrink and grow, and he does sort of what people thought Ant-Man was going to do with Thanos. That whole internet thing about him climbing into Thanos and then expanding his body and blowing Thanos up. This guy does that kind of by accident, but I guess the way they explain it, it's kind of his super attack. And that's disgusting. That was terrible. It was funny. I'm smiling because it was funny because I mean you kind of expected it, but at the same time you're like, they're not going to do it. I think nope, look, they did it. It was one of those kind of moments. So it was kind of interesting, but I enjoyed the first 3 episodes. I'm on pins and needles. I am never on pins and needles, but I'm on pins and needles waiting for the next one. It's going to be good too, I think. In fact, I would give the boys at least this season, at least the first 3 episodes, 9 bags of popcorn. 9 bags of popcorn. I'm not going to say 10. I want to see what happens next. But 9 bags of popcorn. That's what I think about that, man. What do you think about it? Let's hear what you got to say. Let's talk about it in the comments. And as always, if you like the video, if you like the content, subscribe. And then like.
Popcorn passport. Get your popcorn passport.